Dear Diary. So right now it's 1:49 a.m. and it's Wednesday, 25th of September, and it's 26 degrees outside. Well, uh, today sure was quite something. You know, it was filled with definitely some stuff that happened. They weren't interesting, but neither they were that bad. But luckily, or pretty much a little bit, fortunately, uh, I was kind of able to get myself some sleep, especially when I started sleeping from like 12:30. Sure, it wasn't the full sleep that I have been wanting to get, but it is it is probably the best that it is probably the best that could be done. Like when I woke up, I was feeling quite calm more than anything for some reason. But again, I don't really have the mindset to fucking learn and focus on lectures and whatsoever. Like, it is, it is kind of crazy that, I would eventually be a tiny bit better and stuff. And well, um, luckily, at that point of time, since the tutorial lectures will cancel or delayed throughout this entire week, so there were some, like, so there was a decent time. At the very least, after that last lecture, it surely lasted for quite a long time, but I don't think you know, I don't think I could, manage to focus on whatsoever. The yawning was there, a tiny bit of my mind not being open is there, and I've been probably rubbing my eyes a lot lately, which could eventually kill them anyways and make me go blind slightly. Oh well. Eventually, I have took what is a little bit of I think a 25-minute trial kind of thing with the with the student counseling service. Uh, how did this how did this go? Well, it wasn't too bad. Neither was too good. But I mean, honestly, I think I felt pretty decent after letting out all of the. Well, pretty much letting out, talking about the problem that I've got in general. And, not to mention, there were some dumb things that happened during the first lectures. And yeah, everything was going pretty nicely. Like, pretty decent. Pretty decent to the point that I have pretty much made use of most of that time. went to try and book a session in there. And well, there was this little paper form that I've had to sign it, and then an online form, and eventually a eventually the booking process. And well, it surely it surely was something. Like really specific times. And another actual good thing was all the lecture that was supposed to be there at Wednesday, aka right now or tomorrow, has actually been delayed. Yeah, like there was literally no lecture tomorrow. Alongside the delayed tutorials, Wednesday is a whole day off, which literally gives me 4 days to relax, kicking ass. Like literally, I can finally relax for about 4 days from now. Like goddamn. And yeah. It was going. So the day had went not so good, but not so bad. Eventually, I went home, and after eating and taking a shower and everything about that, I have made tons of fucking crazy shit, which was basically downloading two of the infamous Sonic games on their PC ports, which means I've got myself the Sonic Adventure DX PC port and the Sonic Heroes PC port. And did I literally? I've tested them, and they work pretty good. But then I would have let these games alone? Oh, no way, sir. It was literally time for me to mod them like crazy. I first began modding some Sonic Heroes, and the modding process for that game, luckily, was pretty damn good. Then comes good old good old Sonic Adventure DX. And boy, did I really go crazy with all of these mods. Like seriously, I've been downloading a shit ton amount of mods, including most of the essential mods, of course. But then there were lots of crazy kicking ass mods, starting from character skin mods, a rogue mod, and a configurable freaking Dreamcast conversion mod and whatsoever. And I was even modded most of the musics, and even modded most of the gameplay. Like finally, there will be no more trying to fish for motherfucking Froggy's ass. And that Sky Say chase section, I could finally skip it with a button. Alongside a few things, but yeah, it was going really well. Dreamcast characters and Dreamcast textures. Yeah. alongside with everything else that is gonna be Dreamcasted, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, really. Like, as a matter of fact, the games ran with pretty much no problems at all. Although it would take me a while to get used to the PC controls that I used to play with, but overall, it was very nice. It was very nice getting these old games and modding them. Yeah, great chance for nostalgia. I've tried to get myself into playing the old PC ports of Mega Man X3 and 4, but oh boy, they suck. They really suck. The Mega Man X DOS port, it plays horribly. It plays like really horribly. And the musics, they weren't even to be called musics. like like that goddamn, there was that old ancient mod that replaces the music, and it did a very much better job on making the game sound better. Like, holy shit. Then I've tried Mega Man X4, and my fucking god, did they really get carried away with the entire gatekeeping? Like, basically, I've been trying to replace the opening video to have the Japanese vocals video, but then it didn't play the video. I've tried replacing it from the source of that one quote unquote Japanese port, because when I literally say it like that, it turns out it wasn't really a Japanese port. The logo is Japanese and everything, but the voices and the opening video alongside with the ending music, they're all in the fucking US version. So in other words, try what you can, but that Western soundtrack is still staying there. Like, may I ask why the fuck did Capcom give its best game of the series of the 32-bit era to a bunch of pieces of shit that didn't even bring the main fucking aspect of the video game opening right? And there were two tracks that have been misplaced together. Yeah, two faces of Sigma's battle music. They have been misplaced at the wrong sides. But the only advantage that this port has is that it lets you get the ultimate armor and Black Zero with a very simple cheat code. Just hold down or up depending on who you're selecting, and just press enter or space. And you literally get the armor. Like, seriously. Like, have you ever seen any game other than the PC port of X4 doing that? Then the Mega Man X3 PC port, like, it barely runs decent thanks to it being a modern platform. But back in the day, it was running very well. As a matter of fact, it was running as almost similar to the motherfucking SNES original. So I kinda gave up on those games. But damn, really getting those Sonic games and modding them like crazy like that was one thing that I probably will never stop mentioning. I will never stop doing because there was an insane amount of mods and it was getting really, really, really good. You know, going really, really well. There was that little better SADX mod that was for the Steam version, but that Steam version is really, really horrible. But yeah, it was quite a decent day. What have my feelings changed though, and my concerns have been going a little bit? Well, honestly, not really sure. But definitely my feelings about education hasn't changed. But am I doing okay? Well, technically, yes. Technically, I'm doing okay. But who knows what's gonna happen in the next 4 days. Hopefully, hopefully it all gets to have me prepared and get me all set for the next fucking few shits that's gonna happen. So, yeah. Gotta hope that it all goes decent at the end. But, to be truthful, I don't think that education is gonna help anything but, suffering. But then I guess it's all because of the shitty experience that I've got with it. So it kind of shifted my own point of view about it. And it honestly won't change. I mean, look at what it did to me. It fucking ruined me more than anything. But yeah, gotta hope that gotta hope at least at the end or by the middle of this semester I would be getting a friend and I'll be getting at least a few friends and a girlfriend. Like that's one thing I would hope that would actually happen this year. But the real thing that I really want to do is to have passing marks. Passing marks on all the modules. Like, yeah, I want to be able to get passing marks at the very least in every single module so that I don't feel like I want to kill myself. Yeah. And hopefully I will be able to focus in lectures and being able to do assignments and whatsoever in a much better way. This review. I wanna get out of this semester with what I need to pass the exams, and that's it. I just want to pass my exam all the way to the last year. I don't care if I become way too low because of only these passing grades, but I want to get the passing grades and pass the entire college so that hopefully I can get a fucking decent job by the time I'm done with the art. Because as I've said, education is more shittier, is more shitty than anything. It is doing harm more than any kind of good, more than anything at all, you know. So, and all hoping, yeah, that's to hoping that I'll be doing better. And I think I may, and well, hopefully with the help of and hopefully with the student counseling, I'll be feeling like quite much better and ready to tackle what's ahead, I guess. And hopefully, being able to develop an actual skill and to actually be able to change to the real better version of me. Like, am I okay now? Well, quite okay. And hopefully it will get much better. Hopefully it will get much better. And like I said, pass all the years with everything in passing grades at the very least. Then, by the time I'm done with the fucking army, I could really use a job. Any kind of job that pays. Any kind of job that pays. Because otherwise, yeah. Living in this kind of universe is a pile of fuck. That's the unfortunate truth. Shit, for some reason I'm feeling sleepy. Oh well, hopefully that would be a good beginning to something that would make me able to sleep early at night by the next week. Yeah, and all hopes that I would pass these years with passing grades. Am I doing decent right now? Well, quite decent. Not fully recovered, but quite decent enough to, not be anxious. Well, if you're listening to this far, then I deeply thank you. Until then, hope we can meet at a much positive note.